Well, good. Oh, I thought I had that solved. Oh, well, it's solved now. Well, good evening, everybody. I hope that you're enjoying your week so far, that it's a good one, and that you're enjoying something Tolkien related this week. What cool Tolkien things have been going on in your world? Hi, Katie. And hi, Nate. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Erica. Good to see you all. The core of regulars. Presumably, there are also regular lurkers who just don't comment. I see you. I see you. There is only death in the void. Or something like that. Dan, welcome. So yeah, as usual, questions is a great opportunity for, if there's anything going on that you want to ask about. Um, in the meantime, just a quick heads up, tonight's stream is going to be a little shorter than usual. I've got a family thing that I need to be involved in, so I'll probably be wrapping up at about 7:15 instead of the usual 7:30, 7:40. Good evening, Kim, Martin. A flurry of work. Westmood out. Yep, yep. I would imagine. Yeah. Anybody looking forward to going to see the extended edition in the theaters starting this weekend? Hello, Horn. Is the Horn of Chehalis made though from the wild kind of Ara? From a horn from the wild kind of Ara? I'm not going to be able to. I'm going to be out of town the following weekend, I think. And so I'm just going to be too busy to attend, and I can't do all of it this weekend. So I would have liked to. It would have been nice. But also, I would have liked to have seen Montana. Sorry, that's my statutorily mandated Hunt for Red October reference that I have to make every year. Ah, sorry, you won't be able to go. That's unfortunate. I'm sure it will be around again. But yeah, the 25th anniversary does feel special. I wonder though if when they finally release like the Mithril edition, whether it will also get a theatrical release. Yeah, we have all seen them many, 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 many times. 25 years. I know. I was 2. I had such a great time. I wish I was 2. Yeah. Always cracks me up when we're like, oh, I was too young to see Lord of the Rings in the theaters. And then you're like, hey, 19. No, we got nothing in common. Yeah, that's a long time ago. I'm going to catch so much something from Katie here about singing Hey 19 in a bit. I'm just waiting for it. Theater showing a 3rd season. That would be nice. I know they have to do that in very limited deals and sort of a special thing because their license is TV only. And so they have to get some sort of an agreement with New Line or with Warner Brothers to do a theatrical release. Yes, Martin, I agree. I would love to see that. I want to see more of their core. Like I want to see the Houses of Healing conversations. I also want to see a scouring, but there isn't one. They didn't shoot that one. That would be fantastic, though. I've always thought how cool it would be to have like a season long, like 10 or 12 episodes, so probably 2 seasons, knowing the way seasons work these days. Scouring of the Shire, but still put together by the same team, just released episodically. And so you can start, and the beginning of season 1 would be, shortly after Frodo leaves, and sort of the way Lotho sort of takes over the Shire, and then eventually the way Soderman comes in and wields influence, and then just we could see it growing into what we get the actual scouring. That'd be fantastic. Reading the Fellowship again, used to think Bilbo gave up the ring when he left the Shire, but I think you're right. I think you're right. I mean, he may have given it up, but well, actually, I guess he gave it up both times, right? He gave it up, and he felt light, and he walked away with cheer, and and singing and, was very happy. But then I think that the thing is about the ring is the minute you're in its presence again, if you were a ring bearer. I mean, look at the crazy influence it had on Gollum. I mean, obviously it had it for 500 years. So, that really would do the number. But you think anybody who's been a ring bearer is going to be subject to its influence in a way. Yeah. But an animated adaptation, but voicing, that could work. That could work because then you're not worrying so much about the whole AI, de-aging thing, which please, for the love of Tolkien, do not incorporate AI into any adaptation. So, if we see an AI de-aged, you know, uh, Sean Astin as Sam, please don't, right? But they could do it animated. You're right. They could do it animated, have them do the voiceover. I would love that. Yeah, absolutely fantastic idea. I would pay for that. I would definitely go see that on opening night for sure. Yeah, the Bavarium fragments. Yes. Yeah, there's a book that tells you a little bit about what Tolkien thought about emerging technology, in his case, the internal combustion engine. Whereas I'm pretty sure he called it the infernal combustion engine. Um, he was never a fan. Though, of course, he had his own car at, a couple points. He just didn't really like the way traffic and the never-ending noise of cars in the town. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Huh. Well, any more questions before we go try to get out of Isengard? Though we have to get back into Isengard to get out. I left because I needed to go get something in Bree, and so we're gonna have to use that little thing to go teleport back into the um, back into the prisons. Well, thank you, Nate. We have not yet looked at. We're going to wait until all the feedback is in. I think the deadline, Katie. I don't remember when the deadline is, but whenever it is, we're then discussing it. I think our deadline is this weekend, and then we've got a meeting set next week to go over it. If we had an anime Silmarillion, which story would I want to see adapted first? Hmm. So many good stories. Um, Speed Racer comes to mind, actually. No, that came up the other day in conversation because I was trying to introduce my son to that, and it it is the first anime I ever watched. Didn't even know what it was called. Um, I would say probably not Turin, as much as I want to see that. Um, but Eine Lindele might be a little abstract, so maybe we start with proper proper Quintus Silmarillion chapter one. You know. The trees, the creation of the trees, I think would be something pretty spectacular. I mean, well, of course, the trees were, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough one. How much mileage Hilburn has, yeah. From Bree to Isengard, just poof. Well, like the thing says, it's a dream, right? Because you're still really in prison in Isengard. So, a Fantasia sequence, yes. Yeah, I can see that. With the dancing elephants. No, minus the dancing elephants. And the minus the um, animated water bucket and mop. But yeah, the Animatrix. Yeah, something to do with the Silmaril. So maybe the creation of the Silmarils. Maybe Feanor being would be a good first episode. Yeah. That's an interesting point, Martin. I think you're absolutely right. I think it would be. very much as like it wouldn't be the first time for the story. You know what's around the corner. You know there are no surprises anymore. But if you've only read it in Spanish, but you've gotten good enough with your English to read it in English and really capture that nuance, it would be very similar to like a first time because you'd catch things that you haven't caught before, like the musicality of the language. I mean, I say that knowing almost certainly because Spanish is such a beautiful language that there's got to be some musicality in there that the translator was able to catch and create. But Tolkien's particular English musicality and the way phrases, the way you sort of get like alliteration even in the prose. So yeah, good luck with that. Have fun. I'm always so jealous of people being able to read it for the first time. Uh, Horn, a confession you might find interesting. You've talked about never being able to have that first time reading experience. I'm close. You know, if it's been 25 years since you've read it, that just about counts. Horn, that really does. I mean, that's practically, that's half a lifetime ago for me. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Ina Lindley would almost have to be a voiceover, like a voiced over thing. Um, I don't even know how you'd animate it. I mean, you think about how so much of it isn't even visual, right? I mean, they don't get vision until pretty far in, and then they're like, oh, and then he gives them sight, and you're like, wait, they were blind this whole time. So yeah. Oh, oh, Martin, thank you. That because of the podcast, you would get some of those little details. That is a really nice thing to say. Thank you. I'm sure in terms of like the art, I think anime would do Ina Lindalek quite well. My only concern is that sticking with it as the story is written, it would be a black screen for like 10 minutes with incredible soundtrack. But it would be an incredible soundtrack. Oh man, what pressure, what pressure for a composer to have to create that score. We want you to write some music for a movie. Okay, great, I'm in. The music you're going to be writing represents the actual creation of the entire universe. Got it? That's your brief. Like, no pressure. Another 5 or 10 episodes on Altarian and Horrendous. Oh my goodness. It could have done another one or two. I mean, in hindsight, honestly, that should have been 12, not 11. But yeah, it's something. It is something. We just finished recording it. I know you haven't heard them yet, because unless you listened to the live one last Thursday, but we recorded Tal Elmar, and they start dropping on the 25th, and you'll get 4 weeks of that. Stephen Gallagher, Commodity Prentice, Chance Thomas, Howard Shore. I don't know. There's some others you'd have to add. I mean, Bear comes to mind for sure. Um, yeah, they are, Dan. Seriously, it is that whole story is just a cautionary tale on just don't. That's fair. That's fair, Katie. If an anime is done, it would have to be a Japanese composer. Yeah, yeah. I don't know any of the names of the Japanese composers, but I think back to some of the beautiful music that I've heard in the Final Fantasy games, especially 10 or X. I don't know whatever they called it, but that had the music that for me just stood out. So that's possible. Tartan and Horrendous, just don't. Yeah, it was so bad. It's forged, not cast. I like that, as it should be. So it's not made out of horn, so you could blow it really hard and it wouldn't, splinter. Take care, Nate. Thanks for joining us tonight. I appreciate you being here. Yeah. All right. Well, because I'm going to have to end it early, let's go ahead and get into the game. So, as usual, I'm going to jump with my headphones on here to keep me from going deaf. And let's turn on that other camera. Now, that does mean that I'm going to have to turn off the chat overlay in order to save the screen real estate so you all can see the game a little better. And let's switch over. So I also changed his outfit a little bit. You know, I just thought he needed something a little more serious. So I've put him in some of the Gondor stuff. Like, hey, what do you know? His shirt or his cloak matches my shirt. I like that. I didn't even intend to do that, but it does. All right. Some of that is, yeah, Katie. The gear is, but the cloak is something else, I think. So, like I said, you're going to see when we pop in, we're going to be in Bree. Now, for those who weren't here last time, we were in Isengard. We'd been taken prisoner, and you can see here with this item the reminder of captivity. The sad reality is that despite your wishful dreams, you are still a prisoner of Isengard. Use this reminder to awake from your wanderings and find yourself back beneath Isengard. It's a nice little story touch to make it feel like, yeah, you've gone out and done other things, but it's just been in your dreams. Oh, Fa, she's a nasty guy. All right. We need to get to the surface. So it looks like we need to turn back around, go up, and then hang a left and another left. Such a charming place. Dan, very Holstish. Yeah, I can see that. You know who might be good for that then? Would be oh, Hans Zimmer. I mean, he basically took Holst the Planets and made it the Gladiator score. So he could probably do something with that. I mean, you listen to that main theme, it's Mars. But now I'm easily distracted about that. And I know none of the Japanese composers, so Katie, I'll just trust your judgment on that. Oh, hey, I get to kill that one. I forgot every once in a while there's. What are you looking at? Die! No, thank you. I think I would prefer you to. All right, where are we? We're here now. We need to go this way. Make our way to the exit. Yeah, I mean, I guess the fact is, if it is going to be anime, I have to trust Japanese director and a Japanese composer. Oops. Sorry about that. Man, this music. All right, so I'm supposed to go and raid the larder, which is literally on the opposite side of Orthanc. That's our first look at Orthanc, isn't it? Wow. That's pretty creepy. So are all these. Look at these. These. Wow, that's lovely. I think I'm gonna figure out like how to incorporate that in my. How about that? That's what I want for a yard decoration, Katie. I want a giant wheel that rotates in a big pit in my yard. And I know those are trees, but they look like bones, don't they? Oh, oh man, that is something else. Wow. And you think that was originally built as a good place. Oh, everything would fit my Rohan yard. That's a big old yard. But I meant my real yard. I'm kidding. I might get some of these sharp, pointy, spiky posts with the big, gigantic chains. It's got a cool, dark vibe to it. Sort of a, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. All right. So I'm supposed to raid the larder, find the guardhouse by the southern gate, and pick up some good food. Why is he running super fast? Do I have some sort of like flee the scene? 50% run speed. Guardhouse, gatehouse. Okay. So now pick up some good food. Oh, these are humans in here. Oh, they're half orcs. I love how fast I am, though. That's really cool. There we go. Carry it without being seen by the gatekeepers. Oh, crap. Wee! Man, he is like seriously fast. But you can't take shortcuts because of those chain things. Like, I got to go the long way here. Take the long way home. Here you want more flack. And then there's more flack's lesser known cousin, Aflac. And much better than the slop we usually get. Those. I like you. You did very well, little River Hobbit. Talk to Morflack's lackey. What? And where do I talk to? I was very pleased. Morflack's lackey, but Morflack wants some of it. Very pleased about your delivery to Morflack. But where is the lackey? Maybe the oh, that's right. The lackey's the guy that I got to talk to. The dude, this guy. Morflack. It's good to his friends. Just don't cross them and you'll be fine. Affleck. Keep it up, River Hobbit. You know what to do as you're told. Urdan has built many of the siege engines the old man plans to use for the war, and many are still under construction. Go see if he has any work for you to do. Okay. Oh, I've lost all that ridiculous speed. That was so fun. Okay, so get up here, hang a right. A swift duck. A quick duck saved him. Affleck. War machines. Urdan. This place is charming. I mean, like, really, can I? Maybe we should have like housing here. Wouldn't you buy a house with that view? All right.
You're one of Morflock's underlings. I'd rather he left me alone.
I've got work to do, real work. Don't have time for his bluster. Most of these engines are nearly finished, River Hobbit. I could use another crate of tools if you need something to keep you busy. Follow the ring wall to the north. You'll find the crates near the Anvil field. I pronounced it like it was Sindarin. Anvil. By the Anvil field, by the great bellows north of the tower. Where in the timeline are we now? Yeah, we are. We are definitely before Helm's Deep. Spoilers. We'll get to be involved, I think. Um, but we are. Where are we? So I think I'm gonna have to double check that. Katie, can you help me with that? I want to say the Fellowship is probably in Lorien at this point, or on the way down. Like going down the Great River. Because they also think Gandalf is dead, or they did, a few epics ago. So I think that's where we're at, but I could be wrong. I may be wrong. I may be crazy. Oh, hey, there's an orc I get to shoot. Ah, there we go. Creative tools. Carry the crate to Urdan. Oh, I'm back to super speed again. Which is pretty cool. What are they giving me? They're giving me flee the scene, 50% run speed, and being hasty, 50% run speed. Thought he was up there. No? Oh, he's up there. Multiple platforms, you see.
Mordon gave you such trivial work. Doesn't he know you belong to Morflock now?
Return to Morflack. All right. Now I only have one of the hasties, not both. It's interesting though that they've got Morflack at two spots. I'm gonna go back to where he was and see what happens. I want this speed all the time. This is addicting.
I do not think you need a shadow any longer.
You will stay in line or you will answer to Morflack. That will be God enough. Yeah, it's true. It does happen before the Battle of the Fords of Ice and before the first Battle of the Fords of Ice. All right.
Fox is to keep you busy until I send for you.
If it gives you any trouble, you come and let me know. Go to the depths by way of a door north of the tower. Once you're down there, keep taking the paths. Or, oh, now I have more prisoner clothing. That's cool. I suppose I should probably wear those things, shouldn't I? All right. So if I dress as a prisoner here, let's dress. Let's give myself a cosmetic outfit. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that one. Yeah, so let's do trousers, hat, and a shirt. But they do let you walk around with weapons. That's great. All right. So I'm going to wear that outfit. Got to fit in here. All right. Doing this as your belated Christmas gift. Wow. We're going to use the reminder of captivity to port directly down. Oh, I turned off my stone of tortoise. I'm going to turn that back on so that things. Okay.
For fuck's sake, you can walk about unguarded?
Won't be my hide if you cause trouble. Go help Bark in the kitchens. You know where they are. Be quick about it. You might be Morflock's latest pet, but I won't have you getting underfoot and slowing things down. Kitchens are... Okay. So up, but follow to the right. Okay. I just want to have like the Monty Python music going. Oh, hey. Woohoo! Every once in a while, they reward you by giving you orcs to shoot, which is fun. I especially like being able to one-shot them. That's my favorite. To the running around, Katie, to the fact that you can go super fast. I think it would change the tone of the game. Be so much more enjoyable. Bach. You're still alive. You know how it's done. Seriously? Hey, Katie, could you? I know that you don't want to tell me because it would be like a spoiler, but I want to know about how many more of these things I need to do so that I know whether I can get out of Isengard tonight or whether I just should resign myself to being an Isengard for another couple of sessions. I thought the slop bucket was over there. Okay, there's Dulan. I've got my hands on a pinch of poison, just a thimbleful. If I give it to you, can you add it to one of the meals? Don't let anyone see you. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate you looking it up. It's one of those things where I just kind of want to get an idea of, like, how to program the show. Yeah, I can't imagine I'm going to have me doing a whole lot more, but I could be wrong.
You do everything slowly.
Go fill up a pan, carry it to the. Oh, that's so gross that the slop bucket is how you feed the prisoners. That's so disgusting. Okay, so those are all the way down. So go down to the road, hang a left, and stay on that road. Okay. No, not that road. That's the other half of the kitchens. Okay. And I don't think if I run into a surly orc that I'll be able to do anything about him at this point because I'm carrying something. Book 4, Chapter 22.
You've managed to slip away from your guard. That is good.
I'm working on a plan to escape, Hilbern, but I could use your help.
Akka was once the steward of this place, but now he is a prisoner like the rest of us.
Akka fell out of favor with Saruman. There's little to do in these dungeons but talk, and Akka has boasted he knows secrets that none save Saruman possess. He may reveal something we can use to escape.
I know secrets of this place, secrets you might use.
I was the steward of Isengard, and this is how I am repaid for my long service. It is all Grima's doing. I will tell you of my fall if you wish to hear the sad tale. I know secrets. All right, so we're going to get an instance. Ooh, or a session play. It should be fun. Session play, of course, gives you a chance to step into a different character at a different time.
I was the steward of Saruman's household and ran his affairs from day to day. I was accorded high honor, and would still, were it not for Grima, the worm tongue.
They've been long in conversation, Grima. What do you think they're speaking about? Ooh, I get to be Grima? What is that, Grima? You want to get closer? All right, but just a little closer. The world is growing more dangerous every day, Radagast. You must have sensed it. I have, Saruman, I have. My friends in the woodland are restless. Something has made them uneasy. I know what has made them so. The Nine are abroad once more. The Nazgul. The Nine? The Nine what? Could you make any sense of that, Grima? Our master holds you in closer confidence than he does me. Have you heard nothing of these matters? I need not be counted among the wise to know that they have Radagast worried, and that gives me a reason to worry as well. I am sure our master will know what must be done. That is why he is the wizard and we are the servants. We know our place, do we not? We do. My servants, come here. They are disguised as riders in black and seek a land called Shire. Find Gandalf. Tell him I will help if he needs me. I will leave at once, and if fortune smiles, I will find him before it is too late. Akka, show Radagast to his horse. Grima, stay here a moment. It is done. Radagast will find Gandalf if he is to be found, and I doubt not he will speed with all haste here to Isengard. There are some other small matters I need you to attend to before my guest arrives. Grima did not think Radagast would find Gandalf, but I knew he would. At last, in midsummer, Gandalf himself came to Isengard. Our master was right, Grima. The guards report that Gandalf was seen riding hard alongside the river, and now he is here. Radagast has done as he was asked. Let us go meet Gandalf and bring him to Orthanc. Wow. This is pretty cool. I love how it's so different looking, right? So different looking than it was. Uh-oh. This way. Gandalf, welcome to the Ring of Isengard. I came as quickly as I was able. Worrisome tidings drew me hither. Your master is the head of my order. I need his wisdom. Gandalf, I know it will. Oh, lost the stream. I'm coming. Coming. There we go. His library is extensive. He's made a study of artifacts strange and mysterious, and they... Did I ride with such haste so I might have the time to enjoy this account of yours? Age has not slowed your speech, Akka, nor given you the sense when speed is called for. Oh, I'm sorry, Gandalf. I forget myself. I will bring you to my master, and Grima will see to your horse. And by see to, I mean eat. Benefit from a stay in the stables with food and water. He spoke lightly of many things, but I could see that he was troubled. I love that we get to be Wormtongue. Ah, look how pretty this is when there's actually trees and it doesn't look like a, I don't know, giant orc pit. Gandalf seems much older than I remember from his last visit. Older and weaker. Look at him there. Then look at our master. See how Saruman's raiment glows. Gandalf's cloak seems so tattered. It is charitable of our master to offer his wisdom to the Grey Wizard. Perhaps he could offer some finer clothing as well. If we get closer, we might hear what they're saying. I'm going to sow some seeds of doubt in Akka. You sent troubling words to me by way of Saruman. You cannot intend to make me sit upon the steps of Orthanc like a patient vendor. I would not make that mistake, Gandalf. I know the well of your patience, and it is dry. I have seen what awaits this Middle-earth. Ascend, Gandalf. We will discuss these matters beyond the hearing of my servants. Stay out from underfoot. Do not want to be disturbed until I send for you. I do not know what they discussed in that high chamber. Afterwards, only Saruman remained free to come and go as he pleased. Oh, are we on the... We are. Can't see much from here. It's pretty dark. No, I will not be dissuaded, Grima. He is an old man, does not deserve this treatment at the hands of our master. If Saruman fears Gandalf plans to hatch an evil plot, keep him imprisoned, yes, but in comfortable quarters. The pinnacle is exposed to the elements. It is cruel treatment, not befitting Saruman the Wise. It's not our place to challenge Saruman's decisions, but I will do what I can to ease Gandalf's stay with us. An extra ration of bread will do no harm. There is no need to tell Saruman of this, of course. Gandalf, I've brought you some bread. Gandalf? Bread does not interest me, steward. Can you give me freedom from Isengard? Only that would I welcome. I cannot spend the rest of this summer pacing this rooftop. There is work I must do. Do you understand me? I cannot stay here. It is the will of my master Saruman that you stay here. Saruman. He has left the path of wisdom. He was not content with his station, and now styles himself Saruman of many colors. He boasts of forging his own ring, and seeks to challenge Sauron for dominance. Madness. Thank you for the bread, Akka. You're welcome, Gandalf. My master must soon come to his senses and will give you your freedom. Promise me that you will not tell our master about this. We've done nothing wrong, of course, but there is no sense in disturbing him. What is one more loaf of bread? No one will miss it. Grima gave me his word that he would keep my confidence, and Grima is a lying rat. Grima was a liar. Saruman listens as you breathlessly recount Akka's recent delivery of a loaf of bread to Gandalf and their ensuing conversation. His face is a thundercloud. Why did you allow Akka to do this? Dog! What would you have done if he allowed Gandalf to come down? What would have been your answer if my worthless steward had freed him? Saruman masters his anger, but his tone is no less stern. From this point onward, none will climb the steps to the pinnacle save myself. I will have Akka thrown in the dungeons, where we'll have time enough to consider this betrayal. He will not have even a crust to chew upon. Let him eat slop instead. You will perform Akka's duties in his stead, until I have others for you. And I will, Grima. Soon you will return to your homeland. But not yet. I was taken into the dungeons that very night. I've been here ever since. Poor Akka. It was really interesting to beat Grima. And to see that his only weapon, right, he didn't have any skills. His only skill was Seeds of Doubt. I like that. Well, it's taking a little while to come out of session play. There we go. Do you see how it was now, friend? I served Saruman well and faithfully for many years. And but for the lies of Grima, I would still. I like you. I will help you escape. There is a way out of the ring that only I know about. You will not find it without my help. Tell your friend if he can get us to the surface and create some kind of distraction, I can get us beyond the ring. Catching up on chat here. Dan of the Rings, many colors. It's just iridescent polyester. That's good. Raymond headcanon. Ugh. Better than tie-dye. Yeah. Katie says Grima is the non-Wraith Khamul. I think he's too weak to be Khamul. Khamul's the second rank of the Nazgul. Grima's a sack of crap. Rude to manure. Yep. Sacks of crap do grow things. It's true. All right. Talk to Baldgar in the dungeon. Hey, Baldgar. So to help us? Good. I do not like being so dependent upon him, but it seems that we have no choice. Ooh,
Let the Uruks know what
I
you
have
are up to.
boots now. Okay. Okay. Akka will tell us the location of the secret way out of the ring, but we will need two things: a way out of these cells and a large enough distraction to keep the Uruk-hai occupied once we reach the surface. When Fosh took me from my cell to work, I saw some of Saruman's experiments. One of these involved a black powder that, when set aflame, caused a tremendous roar and smoke. Some of the machinery seems to spew this powder. If you can collect enough of it, we could use it for our distraction. Your relative freedom of movement can help us here, Hilbern, but you must still keep up appearances. Do not let the Uruk-hai know what you are up to. Report to Sagrurs by the forges and do his work, in addition to collecting the powder for me. Okay. The forges are in the middle, so we go back to the middle. They don't even clean up around here. People fall dead and they just leave them. Oh, because I came out of session play, even my little speed boost, my tiny one, was no longer active. Forges are down here. Oh, hey. The game knew I was getting bored. It said, let's send a surly orc his way. Oh. See, across here, is this where the path goes? Wow, that's pretty scary. Oh, no, I went way past it. Okay. Oh, that's right. I have to go kind of breaking the ankles and stuff. All right. Sagrurs. Back for more. Plenty to do. Don't let me catch you dozing. He was dealt with, but now there are weapons scattered all over the place. Pick them up and put them back in that empty barrel there. So now I've gathered the black powder. I thought I'd gathered it. Okay. Oh, I thought for sure I had. All right. There's the barrel to put the weapons in, but not the black powder. Glad you cleaned up. That servant who ran for it made it further than they usually do. He made it to that ramp over there. I just wish he hadn't spilled the barrel. Return to Balgar. How do I get out of here again? I'm sure there's a way out on the other side. I just don't know how to find it, so I'll just go out this way. I'll just go out this way and hang on right. When I get to the top, the cacophony of the music. Come on, pick on people your own size. I am. It's the hobbits that scare me. Oh, hey. I love how they make me wear prisoner clothes, but I get to walk around with a crossbow. Arr. Wait, am I going the right way? No, wrong way. All right, Balgar.
You managed to get some of the powder.
Perfect. The
What is it
gods
they
do
say
not bring
about
us to work on the
birds
surface
and
very
stones?
often. But the last time that they did, I saw some of the great war machines being constructed within the ring. I do not know how close they are to being completed. But if we can do anything to prevent them from leaving Isengard, we surely must. What is it they say about birds and stones? I think the black powder you collected might serve as the perfect distraction and also deprive our enemies of one of these war machines. Go to the surface and leave the black powder near the largest of the war machines, southeast of the steps of Orthanc. The amount you have should suffice for 4 small piles. We will set the war machines aflame when it is time for us to make our escape. The door to the surface is on the north side of the caverns. I think we'll probably be able to get out, and then we'll probably have to call it at that point so we can do a little chat before. Let's see. How do I get? Oops. Okay, so I don't think I can go straight across. I think I have to go down and through the forges. No, probably go all the way around, don't I? All right, so go through the first the first intersection. And then hang a left at this intersection, this junction. Oh, hey, Surly Odork. All right, and straight through the next 2 and then left at the third one. Woohoo! Multiple live streams tonight. How are the fine folks over at Torn? Pardon my yawn. My goodness. You think I've been busy today or something? Hold on. Doing all the Orc and Saruman voices have it's taken its toll. So good. I'm glad to hear that. I got to reach out to Clifford one of these days, see how he's doing. It's been a while. No, I've already ruined my voice, so it's too late now. This place is just hideous now. It's so beautiful with all the gardens. Is it up here? Yeah, it's that one. Apparently, they'll have to put the ow. Keep sprinkling the powder until it is gone. Oh. Oops. Oh, well. All right. Talk to. And I think he's up top. Oh, got to kill this guy. All right. So the guys noticed me. We're in trouble.
What were you doing
Lingering around there.
Explain yourself.
Thack eyes you hungrily, confident he has caught you doing something suspicious. So you appease him. You start talking. You tell him angrily that it is Morflack's will that you walk around Isengard unguarded, and if Thack wishes to question the will of Morflack, you can bring the two together. All of Thack's bluster vanishes in an instant. Don't tell him about this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything by it. Really, you didn't need to trouble Morflack about this. All right, so now we either need to talk to Morflack or talk to Baldgar. Why would I choose? Well, for now, I'm going to choose nothing. We're going to end this for now, and we will. I'm going to put those boots in my cosmetic folder. Yeah, so I'll figure that out, and we'll talk to them next time. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the game, and we'll come back and chat for a few minutes before I wrap it up here in about 7-10 minutes. All right, exit. And I will bring chat back as well. Well, that was fun. Looking forward to seeing what happens there. Got and to figure out why I'm supposed to talk to which two very different people to talk to. Either talk to the orc or talk to the prisoner. And I wonder though if there's any difference in terms of game. Like if you talk to the orc, do you get caught, killed, and the game's over and you never get to play again? Like a permasave or permadeath mode? No. I'm sure that wouldn't that be interesting? You could have LotRO but with permadeath. So you roll your character and when they die, they die. What was that, Rocky 3? If he dies, he dies. 2 plot lines that follow it are so good. I bet they are. Katie. Well, thank you for watching the PPP plays again. And I do have to follow up with Corey to make sure, because I haven't heard from him since we initially decided that he would join me this Saturday. But the current plan is for him to join me this Saturday. So we'll see how that pans out. But either way, I hope you make it back here 1 o'clock Saturday, 1 o'clock Pacific time Saturday for the next stream of the PPP plays. Should be a lot of fun. Non-film goodness. We call that book goodness. Artcraft. Incredibly huge world, isn't it? I mean, the job they've done recreating Middle Earth is fantastic. This, of course, is a traditional MMORPG. but it is a big world. I think, trying to remember, I mean, Art of Craft is bigger, but it's also like, that's what it is. It's just a game world, right? Um, but yeah, it's a humongous world, so much to do, so much to see, and it's all very, as I mean, it's they fill in the blanks a lot. Of course, they have to, because they're telling a story that Tolkien never told. But yeah, I I would let Katie tell you how they compare, but LotRO is more of a game, whereas Artcraft is more of an experience, which is fantastic. Oh, damn, that's right, because you broke your foot last time. I remember. Oh, my goodness. Well, best of luck with that. I hope that goes well, and they're able to have just a nice, clean procedure to get it resolved. You know, a little bit of healing time, and good to go. Hassel, I have no idea what you use Google. Let me Google it for you. Um, yeah, they are both very much labors of love. Um, very much open letters of appreciation to Tolkien. So, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up, but thank you again for joining me tonight. Judah, I'll even add that I had never gotten into that side of gaming. I don't do a lot of MMORPG. In fact, this is the only MMORPG that I have, maybe because I don't like spending 6 syllables to describe the genre of game that I play. Um, I mean, I think I tried playing EverQuest back in the day, right? But that was literally decades ago. Um, but yeah, I play this one as a single player game essentially. So yeah, it is an MMO, but you don't need to use the part of it. So well, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you all Saturday at 1 o'clock Pacific. Take care. Bye.